So when it comes to space at the museum, you know how different museums have different space and
Right.
setting for them to work on. What is the setting or space that you have at your museum?
Yeah, other people talked about at our museum. It's really interesting. We have we use the whole museum as the makerspace. So we have tables that we put out all over the museum, and there's big areas and really tight areas that we have. One example of how we can make adjustments or how we think about that is we do an activity that's a zip line, and we have an atrium, a lobby space that's massive, and in that lobby space, it probably goes about 200 feet. We do a zip line from top all the way down to our front doors, from a balcony above. Well, it's really wonderful, it's really powerful, and people love looking up and seeing the little Lego zip line vehicles that we make. But it also, we can only do it on specific days. So we have to have a lot of production just to do that. And what we like about the zip line is that today we were just talking about the fact that we could do a tabletop version of that as well. So using the whole building as a space, but also thinking in scale and how do we scale it down. And in this particular area, right out here, we have a little zip line that we've put out with the classes. And this zip line is just going between two tables. And what he's doing right now is testing out just in the same way. It's just not going hundreds of feet. So for our particular cases, that would be a really fantastic example of being able to scale something accordingly. And we'll take this idea and clamp it onto tables into a smaller area when we go onto the floor. So that would be a really great example of kind of adapting to space, but also in how we imagine taking advantage of the scale of the whole museum, but also being practical and having to scale things down when we don't have room.